Whether you're new to Twitter or a seasoned pro, the continued upgrading of these social network sites offer a reminder that you need to make the most of the options it offers if you want to build up your number of followers and keep them hooked. Success is valued so highly that some people now make their living offering hints and tricks about how to prove popular. Nick Taylor is one such expert at London-based Peer Index, a firm that crunches data on millions of tweets a week to advise its clients on what works. He stresses a need to start with the basics. Pause to think about your profile picture for a start, and description before you start tweeting. Pick something personal which says something about you specifically, he says. Remember, the Twitter profile photo is very small, so a full face image is going to be much easier to see than a full body. With your bio, try telling people about the sort of things you tweet about. That way, they can easily decide to follow you based on shared interests. Twitter's current layout allows you to add a Facebook-style banner image at the top, so it's worth thinking about whether you want to use the virtual real estate to post a second larger photo of yourself or another image that tells visitors about your interests. An uncluttered wallpaper that also speaks to your personality can also make your profile seem appealing. But once you finish fiddling with the layout, how should you reel people in? It's time to turn to David Schneider, an actor who starred in I'm Alan Partridge and Mission Impossible, and who now uses his comedic skills to help brands and businesses boost their Twitter engagement. Your perfect tweets will have at least one of the following: information, insight and humour, says the founder of the consultancy That Lot. If it has all three, then it's going to be incredibly shareable. Information is stuff that people want to know. Insight is here you are behind the scenes, and humour, well, that's just humour. He adds that it's also important to get the right tone, saying successful tweeters usually sound as if they are writing an email to a mate. His colleague, David Levine, later follows up with a few other do's and don'ts, all helpfully running to less than 140 characters. Keep it short. Don't feel compelled to use all 140 characters unless you need to. Research shows that followers prefer short tweets. Keep it coming. Be the account that does the recurring thing, be it a weekly Twitter quiz, monthly Twitter interview, or a Friday giveaway. Know your ats from your elbow. Remember that starting a tweet with @ means that it's only going to be seen by that person and your mutual followers. Don't hashtag overuse hashtags. They're important when they're used hashtag correctly, but are hashtag pointless and hashtag annoying when hashtag overused. While breaking through the 1,000 follower barrier can be seen as a sign that you're doing something right, one expert suggests that you should not become too fixated on your follower count. Dr. Mi-Young Cha used software to analyse the network's first 3.5 years of public posts, a total of nearly 2 billion tweets. He says, "Our work is about how individuals, companies and celebrities exploit social media to increase their influence. What we find is that the follower count does not equal influence. In fact, it is a bad indicator. We came to this conclusion after seeing those with the highest number of followers do not receive the same high level of interaction with the audience, like retweets or mentions. It takes other qualities to make someone do an action like forwarding your message, engaging in conversations, and being talked about. It seems your Twitter skills can only get you so far. Ultimately, it's what you do with the rest of your time that determines your true social status."